Good morning 5A and 5B. Today is Monday the 27th of April and I have some reading for you today. It's quite a nice reading passage. So it says here, weekly reading, Chang and the Pearl Dragon. So your information. This week our reading passage comes from ancient China. This is the story of Chang, a young boy from China who is on his way to visit the great wizard of the West. Chang needs to ask the wizard why he and his mother are so poor. On his journey, Chang meets three others who help him on his way and who also have questions for the wizard. The Pearl Dragon is one of the three friends. Chang was about to run away, but the dragon called to him, "Don't be frightened, I'm quite harmless. Tell me, why do you want to cross my river?" Chang explained that he needed to ask the great wizard of the West some important questions. When the Pearl Dragon heard the questions, it smiled. "You're a good lad, Chang," it said. "Hop on my back and I'll have you across in a jiffy," which means very quickly. On the far side of the river, Chang thanked the dragon. "Think nothing of it," the dragon replied cheerfully. "That's what I'm here for. Oh, by the way, while you're there, could you please ask the wizard why I can't fly? Every dragon in China can fly, except me." Naturally, Chang said yes. He sat off towards the west and with the four questions going around in his head. 49 days later, he came to the golden palace of the great wizard of the West. The palace was carved out of a mountain. It took Chang a whole day to climb a million steps up to the huge door. When he pulled on the bell rope, which is the buzzer to go in, it's a bell rope, the mountain shook. Flocks of eagles rose squawking into the air from 1,000 golden towers. The great door of the palace swung open. Chang found himself in a mighty hall. It was so high that he couldn't see the ceiling for clouds. On a throne at the end of the hall sat the great wizard. He glared down at Chang. "Well," he bellowed, "what do you want, boy?" Chang tried to stop shaking. I have 4 questions to ask you, sir." "Ha!" shouted the wizard. "Then you might as well go home right now. I will only answer 3 questions. If you ask me for 4, I won't answer any of them, so there." Chang thought his legs would fold underneath him. He was very scared. What could he do? There was his poor mother's question, then the old woman's question, then the old man's question, and then the Pearl Dragon's question. For his own sake, as well as his mother's, he desperately wanted to know the answer to the first question. But also he knew he couldn't let his friends down, so he answered sadly, "Then I will only ask you 3. And this is taken from Dragon Tales by Andy Blackford. A good author to read if you like to read about dragons. He often writes about them. So I would like you to answer the following questions. Why do you think the wizard will only answer 3 questions and no more? Now I would like you to write the next part of this traditional story. Choose either A or B. A is the dragon persuades Chang to go back to see the wizard and try again. Or B, Chang travels home with only 3 answers and meets his questioning friends on the way. So what does Chang, if you choose this answer, what does Chang not ask? So who does Chang let down? And if you choose A, The dragon persuades Chang to go back in to see the wizard and try again. Do you think the wizard answers all 4 questions? You decide. That's all for today. Thank you very much, 5A and 5B. I will see you tomorrow.